Now, I hope you don't mind my having ingratiated myself into the most palatable graces of your provisions. You find me quite sated indeed. Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Arthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster.
Right. You see, well, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mystra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Yeah, that's we were. I think we had all understood that. I'm surprised she sent you in the first place after Gale's debacle.
Thank you for that most considerate reminder.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mystra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mystra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
Wait. You know the Absolute, and it's the most insidious of evils? Well, if the goddess herself is aware, I wouldn't say no to some divine intervention.
The very purpose of my presence. In a roundabout sort of way. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
It's a good thing I have him in my party. But Gale alone? How so?
The All.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
I didn't realize what my character is apparently realizing. That's monstrous. You're tasking him to kill himself.
He is not. But it seems that Mystra is.
Oh.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend. But such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistra real Italion thras Annas. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
I've seen Stranger. On my honor, it shall be done.
On my honor, I'm not sure yet I can say the same.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Are you, though? Well, I guess, well, yeah. He just poofed out.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
I'd always imagined Elminster to be more imposing.
The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms. Perhaps in existence. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
You've been sort of staving death for a while, though, right? You're seriously considering doing what Elminster said?
Of course. We offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the Absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
I don't understand. Can't Mr. just destroy the Absolute? Or Elminster himself, maybe?
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
Yeah, you see there's an orb. I don't know what that is. It probably is his focus, but I don't think I've seen it. There's surely another way, right?
If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
I'll make sure we find it, Gale. I promise.
Then I suppose there is nothing more to be done but find the heart of the Absolute and stop its beating.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
Is Mystra always such a demanding goddess?
She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me.
Are you sure about that? How are you feeling? It can't be easy facing the possibility of death. Although I would say this is probably certainty of death. Although again, I would say he's probably been facing that for a long time.
Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Yeah, there's parallels to real life stuff, specifically in regards to, you know, terminal illnesses and being diagnosed and all that. Anyway, I'll see you later. Let's talk to everybody else now.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
A perfectly good Gale? Alright. A perfectly good Gale. I wonder if Halsin says anything, because he's not a companion.
You wish to speak?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's not. He's not a companion.
A shame my first brush with the famed Elminster couldn't be a tad more optimistic. Listen, I might invoke the Triad from time to time, appeal to Helm, but I'm no man of faith. Not like Gale. I don't know what drives a man to consider his own death, among countless others, to be an appropriate exchange for his goddess's forgiveness. To me, it all sounds like nonsense. The faith that matters most is that which you hold in yourself, in the ones that most matter to you. Big Bomb be damned. Gale's got everything he needs to defeat the Absolute already. Talent, nerve, and powerful allies at his side. I hope he'll come to see that.
I want to believe you, man. I want to believe you, but I don't know if that's true. Because, you know, it was very explicit. The only way to destroy the Absolute is the orb.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad?
No, that was Elminster Almar, the most famous wizard in the realms.
It doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope.
Nah, I don't think it was. It turns out Gale has an explosive bomb in his chest. And Mystra has asked him to use it to blow up the heart of the Absolute.
Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mystra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do?
I don't know. I think he's of several minds.
Well, tell him to pick the right one. Well, better yet, I'll do it. Fucking wizards, man. They always need help picking the simple, obvious option. If Mystra can't think of another way to stop the Absolute than sacrificing Gale, she's no god worth worshipping. I'll say that to Gale in, you know, gentle terms.
Please do. That sounds like exactly the right answer. Yep, 100%. Although, it's worth pointing out that he's not doing it necessarily for her absolution. Or his absolution. It's not about redeeming himself. It's more about, you know, not dying a pointless death.
I can't believe Mystra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Mm-hmm. I think our companions are just... Most of them don't like this, which makes sense. But they don't like it... Oh, that's... Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna side with most of them then. I'm gonna say I don't like this.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mystra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him. Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mystra is concerned only for herself. Bah. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. but I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all.
Yeah. Perhaps he wants it, specifically. The fiery death. And it's just like, oh, I just have a fiery death delivered onto my lap, as it were. Anyway, let's sleep. And Cadillac wants to talk.
Hey, soldier, well, I'm not feeling so good. My engine is getting worse. Feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. We need to catch up with Damon. See if he's thought of a way to fix this thing. If it can be fixed.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
I'm sure we will. But, in case we don't, a bit of advice. You leave your left flank wide open. If I'm ever not around to cover it, you may find yourself on the wrong side of a goblin spear one of these days.
Thanks for the advice. Did I actually get an extra armor class from that? It'll be fun. Oh, boy. Also, Gale, I should be able to... Oh, it's right there. Netherese Orb Blast. It's a cantrip. Nice. Gale triggers the Netherese Orb. Oh, we're getting all sorts of terms now. In his chest, destroying everything and everyone in a wide radius. Yeah, the game hasn't talked about it as an orb in his chest before.
Is that blood?
No,
never mind.
It's curious. I didn't even know Netherese, or maybe I didn't pay attention to the detail, and yeah, that could also be the case.
It's always a pleasure to see you sauntering over.
Mm-hmm.
Always a delight to speak with you. What can I do?
Not much, I don't think. Even though I had all those conversations with everybody and some very interesting insights and all that. So let's go to bed. Stained towels pile. What? This heavy linen fabric is soaked in blood. Well, she doesn't clean herself, though. Because she was all bloody. She likely still is. It doesn't show when you examine. That's interesting. Hey, I need to pay attention to their nooks. Because it's got a bunch of things. Let me get my torch out. Bedroll. Clive. A knitted toy bear stuffed with soft fur. Bank, that's booze. And a silver spoon. What is she doing? I'm just looking at her stuff. I wonder what happens if I pick the stuff up.
Soldier?
No, can't do anything. Oh, it's right there. Yeah. Give it to her. Nothing happens. I'll reload. Yeah, it's better that way. Just keep it there. Let's sleep. We still have the owlbear egg. Pretty awesome. There's such fancy clothes that I have. Just absurdly fancy. Alright. We're ready to go. I think. Yeah. Nobody says anything. Perfect. Moving on then with our day. Blood everywhere. Let me try this spell out. Cat's Grace. Yeah.
Ready and willing.
Save the game just in case. Triggers the destroying everything and everyone in a wide range. Whoa, no. That's a cantrip.
Yes.
That's the murderous spell. It's a wide radius. How wide? I thought it was... I didn't actually read the description. Oh, no. I think he's going to die. What the heck? the game is over. I suppose. That's a weird thing. I will put that away. Don't need that.
Let's get going.
It doesn't even have a confirmation.
Can carry me.
I mean, it does, but we don't need that. I thought it was gonna be like a spell. Like a cantrip, like a shooty. But no.
Might be useful.
It's just absurdly gorgeous.
This view's almost worth the walk.
What do you mean almost? This is, I would pay a lot of money to see a view like this, honestly. Or maybe, well, maybe not that much money, but you know, a considerable amount.
Approach the ferry in Lathander's grace. May his gaze shine upon you, pilgrim.
Don't tell that to Lae'zel, though. She won't like that. Or actually Shadowheart, specifically. Because she definitely doesn't. We've got a cable cart. Or cable car. I thought it was cable cart. But no, I actually am mistaken. This is a cool place.
Next time's the charm.
It's a strength check. Can we get a little bit of help here?
Damn, completely stuck. I wonder when it was used last.
She can do it.
Must have been out of use for a long old time.
Still breathing.
Suppose we could have added a little bit of oil.
Keep going.
Most likely. Oil is very useful. Lubricant in general, very useful in tabletop. And this seems like the perfect example. Although it didn't have like an examine kind of thing, so I don't know. Maybe we couldn't. And if you're wondering why I'm not taking the cable car, because of course I'm not. Are you? That's not how you video games. You video games by always going in the most obtuse direction. Always, always. And also saving. We have arrows. I'm not gonna take that. Half-eaten apple and red apple. And an elegant chest with arrows. With special arrows. And a potion. What is that? Empty potion bottle. We're going. I don't know where we're going, but we're going. Probably should have my torch out, though. It's getting dark in the shadow of the mountain. Fortunately, that didn't break.
Stay vigilant. There are traps here.
Repulsion mine.
Trap. Cautious.
Can you please not do that? Oh, we triggered it. It's gone. So it right. Okay.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
We could have fallen. There's a blue jay. I don't know if it's the blue jay that we had in Act 1, but there's a key. I'm gonna save just in case. I can take the key.
Take that.
Chirp goes the blue jay. Well, we know exactly what we need to do.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
What? Did someone steal something from you?
Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here.
I can't help but notice you have a nest right here.
Oh, sure, a nest. But it's not my nest. That's up on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks.
Why the roof?
It's a good lookout spot for food. Oh, it's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
I'm gonna try and figure out what these lizards might be. Difficulty class 14. I passed it.
While quite vague, drunk lizards could well point to kobolds, who tend to operate in packs.
Kobolds are lizards? I thought they were dogs. Or is that a different one? Do you want me to go and deal with the eagles for you?
You? Kill an eagle? But if you think you can, then please, please kill the eagles. They're the worst.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles. Deserve a little comeuppance.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna steal from your nest or your nest. It's not your nest. It's a nest, sorry. But just keep it there. A half-eaten apple. Not the first time we see an apple and a half-eaten apple. So the roof. What do you mean the roof, actually? Because I don't understand what that means.
Man, adventuring is thirsty work.
There used to be a monastery in this region known for producing a wonderful ale.
That sounds like heaven. Wait, used to?
Oh, yes. Long ruined, I'm afraid. No chance of a frothing pitcher awaiting us there, but still. At least your thirst for knowledge is quenched.
How dare you? Oh, okay. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Oh man, that was so well written as well, because they sort of saved the punchline for last, which you like, for the last part of the sentence. You can't see it coming or anything, so it's just like it doesn't. I don't think he even meant it as a sort of an insult or anything like that. So it's awesome. We got berry bushes all over. We have, yeah. There's a signpost there.
Seems simple enough.
North, Rosy Morn Monastery.
That's the monastery that, or monastery, sorry, that that Gale was talking about, most likely.
That's curious.
Shovel, shovel with my saber and my torch on my hands. That is definitely how that works. But at least the chest didn't fall off the earth. Vampiric touch. That's, I think we have that. And a loot. Not a problem. Let's put it over there. I'm gonna sell it. Maybe. We don't really, I mean, I'm not selling many things. And I still have way too much money anyway. It's because I'm not buying too many things either. Balsam. Oh, is this the crash place? This is the crash place. Wait, where does the cable car lead? Holy crap, video game. Just... Is it over there? I think we may want to take the cable car. There's some chests or something. Collapsed burrow. A pear and a golden money. I'll just keep saving. Because I don't want to get ambushed. Or, I mean, I will be okay with being ambushed. I just want to be able to reload if I die. Or if things don't go too well. There's a teleporter. I think I heard somebody cry. Maybe not. I love the vegetation up here. There's a barricade. Nobody lost lost What are those? They were invisible. They're magical. They're ambushing. What the hell? They're magic cats. Magic allergy or something. Allergic to magic. If a spell or cantrip is cast close to the Gramshika. Oh, that's not their names. They're called Gramshika. It might react to the magic and trigger a random effect. And also ambushing. Affected entity will attack as soon as its enemies are within reach. It can only be spotted with a successful perception check. And it's a nest. Okay, well, within range, I assume they're melee. So, let's not be there. Let's just get out of there. But this doesn't look very safe. I don't think the Githyanki... No, the Githyanki must be here, right? Otherwise they would have said something. The other Githyanki would have been like, oh, there's nobody there anymore. I don't know. But we're not going there because we still have things to explore over here.